Hi guys, my name is Kunle Hassan, co-founder of Joystix, Ameterasu on PSN, Warshocks on Xbox Live. We're launching our YouTube channel with a discussion around the coverage of E3 2018. Without further ado, meet the rest of the Joystix team, and look forward to more content coming from us soon.
Hi, my name is Larry. I'm also co-founder of Joystix, and I like to play Xbox games, PS4 games. Favorite game I ever played, I would say, is Last of Us. Definitely looking forward to the sequel. I'm also co-founder of IEXgames.com. I've been a gamer for a long time. I enjoy playing Xbox and PlayStation. I have both consoles and I've had both of them, down the line for a long time. Favorite games: Final Fantasy VII. Loved it. It was fantastic. Can't wait for the remake. Also like The Last of Us. Looking forward to the sequel as well, and a bunch of other games. You can find me online, my online gamer tag on both Xbox and PlayStation's Kaalubar.
Yeah, so I'm Rotimi, gamer tag, Torrents and Pi. You can catch me on Xbox, PlayStation, not on Nintendo yet. Finish. Next.
Hi, my name is Chima, and I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I also like PlayStation as well. Xbox, not so much, but yeah, that's just it.
Hello, I am Godofiron. I am a gamer. I am also an artist. You can find me pretty much on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, as Godofiron Art. So over there I talk about the things that I do. I harass people with all the things that I make digitally, and occasionally I talk about games, and even more occasionally I play them very well. I'm a huge JRPG fan, so naturally I might gravitate towards Sony. But like I said, I'm all about all games, no matter where they might be on, except mobile. Never mobile.
Hi, my name is Alapo. My gamer tag is SaintVen91 on PlayStation, and I also play Nintendo. I would play Xbox if there was anything worth playing on it. I tend to play RPGs and adventure games, anything with a fantasy element really. I'm not a fan of shooting. Fuck microtransactions.
Shyslydude, preferences. I like all video games. Best game is an played.
Hello, welcome to the Joystix thingy magic. We're having a video. We're having a video basically, and this is our E3 coverage, and we are your lovely and really handsome hosts. I'm sure we've introduced ourselves at a point in time. Yes, by the way.
And that's it.
Yes, the person on the iPad, there's a person, one of our lovely members. He can't be here with us today, but he's on my iPad right now. He's saying hi.
Hi.
Okay, he's saying you need to believe that he's waving at you. So, yes, we are here to talk about basically the biggest few days in gaming. Pretty much happens every year. E3, the hype, the speculation, the trailers, so good. And so we're going to be having a discussion. We're always going to some things that we liked, what we didn't like, what was and hopefully we should, have a cool fun time. And maybe eventually you guys as well could also tell us what you think via social media. We'll be giving you all our handles. You can probably find you can probably contact us by looking for our descriptions and comments below and all that sort of stuff. So, without further ado, let us start. Guys, E3 2018. What did you think? First of all, let's go like company by company. Now, the guys that we had EA was first up. That was on the first day, wasn't it? Yeah. Then we had Microsoft. We had Bethesda, nice. And after this, what was that? Ubisoft. Then
PlayStation.
Sony, right? Yeah. What about Square Enix? Didn't they come?
Square Enix was before.
Yeah, it was
PlayStation.
It was before. It was to be honest, guys, we don't know what the exact order was, but guys, we know that EA, Bethesda, Ubisoft, Microsoft,
exactly. Don't blame us. We're Nigerian.
Arizons are different.
Things get messed up.
It's been a whirlwind of a couple days.
Exactly.
So basically, for the past couple of days, we haven't been sleeping, so we don't know. because you were watching videos just so we can make this video for you. We're watching videos so we can make this video for you.
Yes, because we love you that much. I am operating on 3 hours of sleep. I do not like anyone, including myself.
Wow.
He got 3 hours.
I got 35 minutes and 56 seconds.
Okay, it's not
like an hour.
guys. It's not a competition, okay?
But you won.
Alright.
Whatever.
Okay, let's start. So,
Okay, yes.
EA. Let's start with EA.
Nice.
Alright.
So EA, it's in the game. Those money-grubbing
Bastards.
yes, twats. Okay, well, so what game did they reveal?
There was FIFA.
Battlefront 2.
No, there was FIFA, there was Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2. That was
There was FIFA. There was Battlefront 2. There was Anthem. Right.
Yeah.
And to be honest, those are the games that matter to me. But yeah.
Yes, FIFA. Yeah.
Battlefield 5, guys.
Oh, sorry. It's Battlefield 5. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. I love the Battlefield series. I really love the Battlefield series.
Except Hardline.
I enjoy them. Call of Duty is great, but ever since Battlefield 3, I played Battlefield 3 on PC. I played Battlefield 4 on PC and PS4. I actually love those games. Quite cinematic. They went for a really cinematic. It's great looking. Since
Battlefield 3 was what got me to the series.
Yeah, Battlefield 3 was great. Great, awesome gameplay. I played that shit online for forever. I bought a PC just to play that shit. Alright, actually, I built a PC just to play that shit. I'm really excited about Battlefield. Battlefield 1 was interesting, still cinematic. I like the way they progress with the storytelling. It's something that I haven't really seen in a Call of Duty, for example. Call of Duty, they still tell like cinematic stories or whatever, but I feel like the stories are deeper and more meaningful in Battlefield, right? And that's something I really appreciate about the Battlefield franchise. Now, Battlefield 5 is going back to World War II. Everyone's done the future. Actually, I don't think Battlefield's ever done a future warfare thing. They've always done Modern Warfare and before.
Yeah,
right? So they've done Battlefield 1 versus World War I. They've done Battlefield 2. I hope they bring the same storytelling to Battlefield 5. The multiplayer looks sick. The graphics are awesome as per usual. I'm looking forward to quality Battlefield.
Battlefield 5, I feel like I am, a whole lot of you are definitely excited for it because it's still pretty good stuff. The problem, I'm sure, as half of us already know right now, the whole controversy behind having a woman on the front cover. And there's like a whole thing, man. Like people are not happy that SJWs are taking over their games and stuff like that.
Hold on. Let's do an aside. You know, aside from women being front cover of Battlefield games, this year, 2018 is year woman, right? Let's talk about Ocean's 8. You know, let's talk about Ellie. Ellie's been great forever, but now Ellie's got that romance. We're getting there. Hold on. This is about EA, y'all. Let's not get too excited. This is about EA.
Yes.
So no, it's a year for women, and to be honest, it's fair. So like, you know, guys are getting all, you know, blue balled because, you know, oh my gosh, there's a woman in the front cover. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is true, but wait, I'm going to be a bit of a devil's advocate here. I feel like what's happening here is kind of like what happened back with the whole Gamergate, which was a whole controversial thing as well, because a lot of people believe that ended up being like, you know, sexism against women in the video game industry, which is obviously like a really bad thing. But how it initially sparked off was about ethics in gaming journalism and the integrity of these people who are reporting news. And I feel like this Battlefield 5 controversy as well is a whole new thing. Now you see, when I first got into the Battlefield series, which is Battlefield 3, what I loved about it was the gritty, like realism. Like there was a whole emphasis on squad play. It felt a bit like Band of Brothers to me, you know. Yeah. So it felt very like it wasn't like just like super. You couldn't just like, while you could run on a gun, like when you got used to the mechanics, but it was a lot like harder to do so. It's like
yeah, I know. It's very
very, very tactical, and it can be deliberate, you know.
Yeah.
So what happened with that was in the trailer, the first reveal for Battlefield 5. First of all, it was vibrant. It was so colorful. My corneas were smoldering. It was
but hold on. Isn't it better that we have some color than the constant dirty brown that we've had for the last 10 years?
Yes, you know what? Some of us want dirty brown every once in a while, okay? I can't be playing Battlefield 5 and it looks like Fortnite. It's not...
Hold on, can I interject here? So, for one, I like what Naughty Dog did back in the days of the PS3. When we entered the next generation and everybody was pretty much doing, grays, browns, dark colors, money, because that was next gen. And then Naughty Dog showed us that, you know what, next gen can be beautiful.
Yes.
Look, the fact of the matter is, when people are fighting in a war, yes, it's dirty, it's gross, but the sky is still blue, man. The trees are still green, man.
Yes,
it's a juxtaposition, man.
It is true, it's true, but there's still a certain kind of mood that has to be set, okay? So, okay, I can get that, I can accept that, see. Yeah. But now, what was the other thing that was wrong thing was the pacing. You see, everything was firing off on all cylinders. It was boom, 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 boom. And it felt like I was watching a Call of Duty trailer. Because everything was happening all at the same time. And then there's... And the thing is that, so everything's happening at the same time, so you already feel, it didn't feel slow, it didn't feel deliberate, especially when they tried to claim that was like gameplay footage, but that's a whole other thing. And then front and center, it wasn't even a problem that it was a woman, it was this woman with hair as bright as the fires of London. She had pretty much a arm that was almost like a prosthetic arm. Yeah, people say it was a prosthetic arm, but I'm sorry, that thing was moving like automail. It looked like it was a robotic arm because
guys, still up EA, right?
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Do you know, this is like a whole other topic I will get to, but I promise my points are so good and you will love them.
No, we don't want your points.
Do you know?
I think next thing, one game that everybody's excited about, that is Anthem.
Yes, Anthem. Anthem is looking. See, Anthem. People should be so excited for it, and I'm sure they are. But you see, when you see that logo, that wonderful, precious EA logo, clearly these guys have set up a world that is going to be designed around taking money from customers. We know this because EA has had an almost unbroken track record.
But EA is not in charge of it. It's BioWare that is doing the game, the story, and all that.
BioWare might be doing the game and the story, but you see, EA is calling the shots. Is the problem?
So EA owns BioWare, like Dolapo says. Please, Dolapo, keep continuing.
EA owns BioWare. It's like saying my right arm made the game, but my brain is not in charge of what's happening. BioWare is basically the arm of EA.
Yep.
So whatever EA says is what is going to happen. It's the same thing that happened with the Shadow of War problem. Everybody was blaming the developer, but it wasn't the developer's fault for the microtransaction. It was Warner Bros. They were the ones. It was clear that they were the ones that wanted the microtransactions in the game. Left to most of the developers, they wouldn't have these shitty tactics, but it's the publishers that decide at the end of the day.
You hear that, people? A poet, Dolapo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Dolapo, aka Thief Microtransactions.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You have to you really need to get a proper beat.
Well, all questionable ethics aside, it's undeniable that the game does look actually quite fantastic. It looks really cool. It's like the Iron Man fantasy.
Are so slick.
Exactly. They move really slick. The way they take off into the air and then they just rocket off. That is really cool.
So one thing about Anthem that worries me, I watched some of the gameplay. It kind of reminds me of the Division, bullet sponges, right? I just saw guys shooting bullets into the one enemy. It's lots and lots of numbers going up.
Yeah,
and I was bullet sponge. He has done it again.
I think Kuya shouldn't be talking about that. He plays Destiny 2.
Wow.
Yeah, so I played Destiny 2, but the time to kill Destiny 2 is very short. So
wow. You're just calling people now. Wow, I thought we were family guys.
Family takes to that. But no, for Anthem, it looks interesting. It's an interesting premise, but I will always put my judgment to the execution. Everybody was hyped about Destiny 2 as well. That's the game I play. But at the same time, Destiny was very disappointing at the launch, and Destiny 2 was the same. And they're doing the same thing. Maybe by the end of the season's the third year, it will be very, very appealing and interesting. I jumped into Destiny the first year. I played each of the expansions for maybe a couple hours, and then I was like, I'm done. When I came in on the third year, after all the expansions come out and all the changes that we made and all the balances that we made, it was great fun to play non-stop for many hours, like maybe a total of 100 hours. It's like Final Fantasy. But prior to that, it was crap, and I'm worried about Anthem. And then again, I know EA is releasing games like Battlefront 2, but I'm still worried about how they're going to implement microtransactions. Destiny has microtransactions, but they don't affect the game. Anything you have microtransactions in, right? It's purely cosmetic.
Yep.
Right? So it's just like, okay, I got this, I get this new armor, it's looking great. Oh, but the armor has a defense of 5. You know, so if I want to make it great, I have to consume another armor to make it strong. Right? That's fair. Right? And I have to get that through the game, through playing the game. And I think that's a better way of implementing microtransactions if you really want them. I mean, I don't have to buy anything in Destiny 2. And it won't change. If I buy anything in Destiny 2, I know it's not going to make me stronger. Right? It may make me look cooler, but that's not it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's a decent thing.
That's the only acceptable way to have microtransactions if it's purely cosmetic. Once it becomes pay to win, it just becomes disgusting.
Yeah, it's not great. It then becomes like real life, and that's depressing. So
real life, you need money to win.
Like, god damn it, like for real life. Okay, so Anthem looking awesome, looking amazing, and even though we're a bit aware about EA and whatever shady practices they have to bring up, there's no doubt it's going to be a polished game. There's no doubt they're probably going to have like top-notch presentation because that's what they do. And pretty much. So we'll see what they have in store. Hopefully it's good. Fingers crossed. Moving on from that, FIFA.
Another FIFA.
Another FIFA. Yes.
FIFA 2019.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, the graphics are like 0.1% better.
Yes. And I'm sure.
There you go, Alex Hunter.
And I'm sure the user interface will be slightly different, but maybe just as efficient.
And they'll have the traditional FIFA music.
Oh, there's UEFA now.
Yes.
I always thought there was UEFA, but
Now there's UEFA.
Yeah, now they have the rights, I guess. And there's the Ronaldo kick, the one that you did recently.
Okay.
But
Oh
against
my god, you have a Nigerian jersey in FIFA?
against the other sports people.
yeah,
That's amazing. It looks like ball in the grass,
Looks
the weather
it looks
conditions.
close. That's what FIFA 18.
Well, I'm sure they'll polish it by the time it gets released because anyway, it's something to look forward to, for the sports.
Plus all the other EA Sports games.
Exactly.
Scratch.
Exactly.
Obviously we're not big sports gamers, but
We do our best because we love
We are aware it exists. That is enough.
Okay, the next one was Microsoft.
Microsoft. Do you know what I will say? I feel like a bunch of people should agree with me, but Microsoft. I think this was probably their best presentation in quite some time. It was the one that
Delph say something. What did you say?
Yeah, was
It makes it kind of sad that I think it was pretty good, but yeah, the fact that it was still like.
It was still lackluster.
Not really Microsoft, to be honest.
Yeah.
Microsoft was riding on people's shoulders.
Yeah.
yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, it was like a great third-party conference. That's what it was. See, the games were absolutely solid, and I like that Microsoft learned the right lessons from the last time they were E3. They came out firing on all cylinders. Game. They didn't let anyone rest. I know, like, man, my heart was like out of my chest when I saw Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, okay, that was good.
That was sick. Everyone was hyped for that. So that was really good. They also had a couple of great exclusives as well. I think Ori and the Blind Forest. No, Ori and the Blind Forest 2 was like the Will of the Wisp. I think that's
the will of the wisp.
Yes, there you go. Sorry, I don't know Ori and the Blind Forest 2.
It looks cool.
Yes. It looks just as gorgeous, as it always was. And what else?
So I agree with you. So what I feel about Microsoft is that they've learned their lesson in a way. But the problem is they look at what happened last year's E3. Sony beat us E3 last year, or Nintendo beat us E3 last year. Both of them did, to be honest. Right? So what were we doing wrong? So last year Sony showed a bunch of videos. So this year we're going to show a bunch of videos. But this year Sony isn't showing a bunch of videos. Decided to make it an experience, right? So they're not. I feel like they need to look at this is what happened last year. Sony and Nintendo are going to do something different, right? So how do we incorporate that but build on top of it? And they're not doing that just yet. And their presentations are quite they look very lifeless. Look at the eyes. It was and all these games are available on Xbox Gameplay starting today. Right? Okay. So one exciting news, but delivery shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. The reason why the reason why I think their delivery is shit is that they're not advertising to us, they're advertising to their shareholders. I think that's what that is. I think they're telling their shareholders, this is what we're producing and you can make a lot of profit from this because people are excited about this and we have all these systems to bleed money of customers. But I'll tell you what, one other thing as well, what I really like is that at the end of the presentation, they purchased like 5 new studios.
Yeah.
Prices, and that was good, especially Ninja Theory, which hurts my
Theory,
soul
kudos,
because
they're
world class studios. They made like Heavenly Sword, Enslaved as well, I believe, and most
to the West.
exactly. And most recently, Senua's Sacrifice, which was a double A game and was really well received. And so they have like a really sterling record.
Yeah.
And I would have thought that Sony would have jumped at the chance to like buy
I
them
really would
up.
have, because the fans have been begging them for them to do that since the PS3 era, and they really dropped the ball there. So kudos to Microsoft for doing that.
Exactly. I feel like Microsoft, if they continue this way, they might end up pulling a Sony, and they're like by the start of next gen or by the end of this gen, they're gonna have like a decent amount of exclusives made by these top tier studios. Actually, I think they even took
because they have 3 years.
Yeah,
they have 3 full years.
Was it like Irrational Games? The guys behind them, We Happy Few. I think was that Irrational? I can't remember.
We have some.
Exactly, they purchased them as well. Which I remember I was keeping out that game for some time.
That's exclusive now.
Well, it's not exclusive.
No, not now. But I mean,
but all their future games are like will be exclusive to Microsoft.
Yeah, so they've already launched like We Happy Few. It's like everyone has it.
Yeah.
But going forward, it's just going to be for Xbox. So I think they came out with a pretty strong performance, even though it wasn't all exclusives, like the Halo Infinite. Yeah, that's a really nice trailer. We look forward to seeing what that might end up being like.
Gears of War.
Gears of War.
So I disagree. Halo Infinite was not a nice trailer. It was not a trailer at all.
I didn't get what was happening.
Yeah,
it was just like.
And apparently the next Halo game is going to be called Halo 6. Halo Infinite was just a tech demo. That's why I mean, to be honest, that's what I've seen online.
That is true. It's like
anyone remember when they thought Halo 3 was going to be the last one?
Oh yes, I remember.
Good times.
Bungie really stripped everyone.
Yeah, I mean Halo 5 honestly was a beautiful looking game, but it actually had a bit of controversy around it because
the story was wonky.
Yeah, the story was wonky. It wasn't necessarily Master Chief. It was like this other guys you're playing with.
Yeah, it was Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Lock. Well, yeah, it was Luke Cage. It was Luke Cage.
And so I can see the trend to change the Halo franchise. So I think one thing that's important to this generation is happening everywhere in terms of games, movies. Everybody's doing old school. Everyone's bringing the old stuff back, and other through remasters, remakes. Nobody wants to try new IPs, and that's why I think Sony is leading, trying new, exciting IPs. And I think one thing we need to watch out for, especially from Microsoft, is that with the purchase of these 5 studios, they're going to have that capability to bring out new and exciting content, which is what they are lacking.
Yeah.
Now Sony, let's be careful because I feel like Sony is sleeping a little bit on Microsoft. They're still strong. They're still strong, but they've let a couple things go. Okay, but I think we've talked about Microsoft quite enough. Any other Microsoft titles that we're excited for? Let's talk about them real quick.
Exclusive.
Well, I mean, just as a small shout out to Unraveled 2. I believe. What?
Cuphead got new DLC. For those that play Cuphead, the masochists out there that play Cuphead.
But Cuphead is like
Yes, that is true as well.
So you see, this is the problem with the Microsoft conference at the moment. That's why they bought the 5 new studios. Because everything they showed was basically
exactly all the games that they should literally belong to other companies as well. So yeah, as shyslydude said, that is EA, but Unravel. I'm pretty sure Unravel was also an Xbox indie exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't. Claire, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going home now.
Alright. So what do we have next on the agenda?
So we did talk about From Software's game and Kingdom Hearts new trailer by Microsoft press conference.
I mean that was on Microsoft press conference, not really a Microsoft exclusive.
I suppose. I suppose. But let's talk about it. It was first of all really surprising that Microsoft wanted to start off with Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. By the way, I had a boy CHIMADN and Tobacco as well. And to an extent, Babs is a bit more of a reserved fan, but he's still a fan. three of us were crazy
I'm
Kingdom.
not reserved.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. What?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so
Hello?
sorry. My apologies.
1, 2, birth by sleep.
Don't mind him. He
Good
said
card
he's not
game
buying
on
the
the
game.
DS. I bought a DS just to play that game.
Oh, shit.
And you're leaving me out? I don't believe this.
Do you know what? I'm so sorry. I should have respected you and I should have paid attention. Please accept my
We
apology.
deserve to leave him out. He said he's not buying Kingdom Hearts 3, so no.
I did not say that, so shut up, man. Just ignore the dude who can't show his face on camera.
Why is this now a house of lies? What is going on?
Okay.
So we are definitely really happy about that. Kingdom Hearts 3 looking absolutely buttery smooth, so gorgeous. The characters, like, they look like they stepped straight out from the movies, especially the Toy Story levels, like Elsa. Personally, Elsa is literally like my favorite Disney princess. I mean, if there's any such thing. I mean, she has ice
Actually,
powers.
I'm loving the girl from Wreck-It Ralph.
Ooh, yes,
Vanellope
yes,
isn't quite
yeah.
a princess.
Oh,
I mean, according to the latest trailer.
does everybody think that your problem is also the bitch fuck man came out?
I mean, she technically is one.
To that extent, even we could be princesses.
Well, no, but Thor can.
Yes, Thor is a beautiful,
Poison.
strong princess, and nobody can tell me different. I love that boy.
He's still a
Actually, Deadpool is a princess.
What'd you say?
Deadpool, a princess?
He doesn't have any hair. He's bald.
No, true. Kingdom Hearts 3, it was lit. We are so excited. Oh my god.
Wasn't there a Sony trailer for that as well?
Yes, there was. Yeah, that came out.
That's why I didn't want to talk about it.
I suppose that's coming up later.
Alright, so what's next? What's next on the agenda?
Let's
Square
see.
Enix.
Square Enix. Yeah, they had.
Oh, Square Enix?
Wow. First of all, you're rude.
Nah, I'm joking.
Sorry,
Obviously. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just gonna find. I need somebody to find out how much it is to book an E3 conference, because I don't know how rich Square Enix is that they could just throw that kind of money away. They booked an entire conference at E3, which I imagine is not cheap, and they did nothing with the time. Why did they even show up? All their games were shown better by other companies.
Yeah.
Somebody explain to me why they were there.
Tomb Raider. Shout out Tomb Raider.
I think they're just counting on Kingdom Hearts 3 to carry them.
Yeah.
And they aren't wrong. It will carry them.
So let's say
solidly.
Yeah, I agree. Let me say one thing about Square Enix. I do love their games. I know, but that was because the E3 conference was
They're the reason I became a Sony person.
But I mean, I love their Final Fantasy series 2013. I love Final Fantasy. I love Kingdom Hearts. I even love this is still Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 14, the online. It's great. Fantastic. Tactics. Square Enix released a lot of good games. Even Tomb Raider, which when they bought Eidos. I think they also released what's it called? Deus Ex.
No, they've let Eidos go on their own. Though the Hitman dudes, they've let them go. With no hard feelings as well, which was really cool of them.
So wait, isn't this Deus Ex an Eidos game?
Yes.
Yeah, so that means it's Square Enix.
Yeah.
So Deus Ex is also Square Enix, and so they have a lot of great games, and so. It's just that their presentation at E3 they're just wasting their money.
Oh, Dragon Quest as well.
And Dragon Quest. So in terms of games, Square Enix is winning. They're doing some great stuff. They just don't. I just hate the marketing material.
They got complacent with their presentation. Yeah, that was cool.
Even freaking Nier Automata's new edition that was on Xbox. It's like they didn't even. I don't honestly what they didn't do anything. I can barely remember the conference because it was just not unmemorable.
Yeah, that's true. And because you said that, I think we should start going to something else because Square Enix stuff is in everyone else's conferences. Yeah. Right?
But they had something, at least Bash should remember that they crossover with Monster Hunter.
Oh, yes. First of all, your boy, he's about to hit 400 hours played in Monster Hunter World. That is thank you. I know I'm a noob compared to like some people out there. They played thousands, but for like the first Monster Hunter game I've really been getting into, oh my lord, so great, get it, so well. But anyways, but they did a really great crossover with Square Enix as well, with specifically Final Fantasy 14. Whereby in Final Fantasy 14 now, as a raid or an extra boss or something, you can fight a Rathalos, which is like really sick. And on the Monster Hunter side, an update that was released, I think even today, you can find like a behemoth which is like a staple monster of the Final Fantasy series in general. You can find them in almost like every one of them. So when I just saw that, I just had I had a moment where I squealed like a young girl, and I cried because I was so excited about this. And I was.
That's called fanboying so hard you start fangirl.
So yes, I think some girls would take offense to that.
You fangirl so hard you fanboy. Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Deadly waters.
So next, what do we have next? Is it Bethesda?
Yes, Bethesda. Well, everyone was waiting on Todd Howard. He's always had a magnetic personality. I'll be honest, I didn't see too much of like the Bethesda conference because I don't really play too many of their games. However, there was Fallout 76. There you go. Like Soldier 76.
Don't get me started on freaking Fallout 76.
Oh please, we want you to get started. That's what this show is about. Like,
So before you guys drag on Fallout 76, let me just talk about positives that I know about. Right? That's not the truth. I'm not a big Fallout gamer. I've tried it a couple times, and to be honest, that game is too many hours to clock. Right now,
it is an investment.
It's 3 hours to clock. And the reason that I definitely not getting Fallout 76 is because it's 4 times bigger than Fallout 4.
See, like even that 4 times bigger, it's not necessarily a good thing. Like if games were good depending on their map size, then that means No Man's Sky would have been the best game in all of creation that ever would be.
And we all know how that turned out. Here is the thing about Fallout 76 though that bothers me. Okay, it's only online, which already is pushing some of my buttons. But now the problem is there are 0 NPCs. And then you have a world that is bigger, like 4 times bigger than Fallout 4. That's a lot of empty space if people are not online. You're just going to be running around fighting. Are you not running to anybody? And the first person you run into is going to try and bust a cap in your ass because people are terrible and all they want to do is to kill you.
Yeah. We need to worry about letting like the population can see the richness of the world in Fallout 76 because, like I said, it can end up being a lot of empty space. It can end up being like Final Fantasy 14 when it first started, which sucked. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully, Bethesda, they'll know what they're doing with 76. Ubisoft, I think they.
Yes, Ubisoft. What did Ubisoft? Ubisoft's the one that's bringing us beyond good and evil too.
Yes, they had a really nice cinematic, really gorgeously animated. As an animator as well, I've been trained in animation, and I'm going to have a really strong appreciation for these things. And so I said, I'm just like, that looks so good, but I don't trust you. So we're going to have to wait to gameplay for that. But so far the plot was not spoiling, but some of the plot points introduced in the trailer, they're really engaging. There has like a surprise, I won't say cameo, but like there was a surprise twist at the end of the trailer, which anyone who's played the first Beyond Good and Evil, they're gonna be like, whoa, what is going on?
Yeah, but I think they're putting a DMC 4, but that's for another day.
Let's talk about Assassin's Creed.
Ooh, yes, Ass Creed, that's
Another Assassin's Creed.
I have a couple of things to say about Assassin's Creed, which I don't know why that game is an Assassin's Creed game. I feel like that game could stand alone and be its own IP. I feel like they just wanted to put Assassin's Creed on it for the brand recognition. I honestly do not, because the game looks fine on its own. If there was no Assassin's Creed relation, I would have been like, this is the game I want to play. It's about ancient Greece, about 2 people, whatever. But the fact that they just want the Assassin's Creed brand recognition, which I don't think right now is becoming unnecessary. And also, we thought they had learned their lesson with the yearly releases. Clearly, Ubisoft has not.
Yeah, they're now people.
Well, maybe we'll hope, because Faith was just on Assassin's Creed Origins, was it?
What was it really?
Yeah.
No, it was because a lot of people actually said that, they were actually even kind of surprised that it was their best Assassin's Creed game in a while.
Okay.
It has been.
So I mean, let's face it, like since Assassin's Creed 2, I'm guessing Origins is the best thing since Assassin's Creed 2. But with the being inundated with Assassin's Creed games, I've just been like, I'm not bothered buying another one because I was like, okay, with Assassin's Creed 2, the way they prolonged it game after game after game for the past few years, it was crazy. It was great. I mean, there was the Ezio collection, right? I mean, so basically they had Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelations, all that stuff, right? Which was like 3 years of games, all related to the same character, which is interesting, right? For once they kept on that face because they had such success with Assassin's Creed 2. And then we moved on, and it was like, okay, another Assassin's Creed game. I literally just played one last year. Do you really want me to invest this much time in Assassin's Creed again? Do you understand? So that's just how I felt about it.
Exactly. Odyssey does look like pretty interesting though. I mean, Greek mythology is always something great to draw from, just like the Greek culture, and you can tell even from the tons of games and literally what's that part of it, most especially God of War.
Yeah, so say I killed a lot of people in God of War. I don't like
God of War.
yes, I killed a lot of
What is this niche indie game of which you speak?
Oh, this niche indie game is God of War.
Yeah, it sounds unfamiliar to me, but I'm sure we'll know more about this time.
Especially when you use the Sony conference.
Exactly.
Maybe just a
Okay. So yeah, Ubisoft has some strong stuff, and I think one of Division 2, exactly. Thank
Which is
you.
exciting.
I'm hyped for that one.
I am too.
I am wary because remember, like the first Division.
No, but Division 1.
But they're learning the Division 1 when it came out, and Division when it came out, and now
It's very
there's
different.
so much improvement. The game feels so much better. I'm going back to the game like this weekend. Play.
Yeah.
Come on, Division.
No. So to be quite honest with you, let's compare Division to Destiny 1, right? So Destiny 1 came out, like it was okay, and then you're like, where's the rest of the game? Then they built it. By the time it ended, it was great. I've already mentioned this earlier before. Now, the Division is quite similar trajectory. In the beginning, people were like, there's something wrong. Right now, people are loving the game. It's like, really good, and it's a great point. What I'm afraid of is that is Division 2 going to be like Destiny 2? Which we thought they would have learned from all their lessons, but then to go back to Destiny 1, is Division 2 going to be like, I'm hoping they'll do a better job than Destiny. Right? Because Destiny's still playing catch up again. They're having to build things up slowly. To be honest, build a game like that takes 5 years. Right? 5 years. Unless, because they're doing new animation, new character models. I wish they could have kept some of the code for the gameplay mechanics that's kept it, but I mean, obviously, things have to change. They had new ideas, they want to explore some things. But yeah, I mean, I think Division 2 can.
I think Division 2 is going to be good because from like the E3 trailer, it's obvious they've listened to the fans, they've listened to the community, so they've made minor improvements like to the sponge. They're trying to address the sponging effect.
Yeah, sponge bullets.
So now, as opposed to just one character taking all the bullets, now you can shoot the armor of the character, so you see the progress of your shot. So it's not necessarily sponging; it's more like chipping off now, I guess. So the Division 2, it looks impressive. I can't wait for it. March 19, I believe.
Don't forget about the race.
Yeah, the race now. Each man teams.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, do you know what? Now that you mentioned that, I'm now cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously
I think that's a good way to be about any game.
To be honest, unless you're Naughty Dog, then just throw my money at you. But anyways, that's better here then.
Alright, so next.
Oh no, one more thing.
Oh, what? Skull and Bones. Oh yes, the pirate game. Yar, release.
I just feel that game is Black Flag 2.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just,
wow.
It's the same thing. Like I saw the video and I'm like, that could be Captain Edward on the jackdaw.
Could be guy with 3 version, whatever his name. I don't know.
It could be.
Shit, it could be Sora in the latest trailer came out.
Sure. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
It was.
So actually, one thing I want to talk to you about. I know shyslydude has talked about Beyond Good and Evil 2.
What she's doing.
So I know Babs has talked about Beyond Good and Evil 2, and he said that. Oh gosh, I forgot what he said.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
We'll cut it out.
Last thing I'm gonna say, Just Dance
Okay, hold on.
2019. Super excited for that.
Great, awesome. Okay, so back to Beyond Good and Evil 2. One thing I want to talk about is that I know Bev says it's a next generation game, right? And I'm kind of inclined to agree because look at the scale of what they're doing. Have you seen any of the tech demos, what they're trying to achieve? It doesn't seem possible on current console. So.
You know, first these generational consoles they haven't pushed the absolute limit. Number one. Number two, I think what's going to happen is yes, it will come out on this generation, but it will also be released on the next one.
Yeah.
They'll do that. So that one I can easily see happening.
Yeah. Hope it's not like Destiny where it released on the PS3 and then it was like we can't support y'all anymore. Sorry.
It's like 2 months. He's just like, yep, nope, we're not getting enough money from you. Yeah, bye. Service that. Okay, so who else made presentations? Obviously, okay.
I think right now,
Sony.
the last two guys were talking about are Sony and Nintendo.
Yes, exactly. That's what we'll go to Sony because I mean, let's not lie. There's a slight a hint for bias regarding Sony because they've done such good work. We love them. We really do. And I mean, Nigeria is like pretty much a Sony territory.
Oh, they don't give a shit about us.
Yeah, I know. Why don't you love? We're in an abusive relationship. Love us. Don't make all your games digital so we can download things. Jesus.
Yeah, so that was basically it. That's our first ever video in Joystix. Thank you so much for even like making it this far, and we really appreciate all the love, all the support that you could give us, and with any luck we will be producing many more like these over the months, over the years, hopefully, so you can get all the gaming news, all the movie action, anything to do with the tech and the gaming world, we will provide, and we will do our best to report on it in as informative and hilarious way as possible. So again, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, link below, all that good stuff, and with any luck we will see you around.